they convinced themselves before the game even started that they were going to lose. In sports, any coach will tell you that what is happening in your head before the game has a lot to do with how the game is going to turn out. In the art of war, Sun Tzu says, every battle is won or lost before it is ever fought. And so because of that, every smart opponent knows that if you want to get the upper hand, that you use fear to intimidate your opponent. Because if your opponent is afraid you don't have to defeat them, they will defeat themselves. As a teenager, I saw this all the time. In the mid to late 1980s, Mike Tyson was one of the most revered boxers in the boxing ring. And he was so successful because of his strength and because of his power and because of his skill. But Tyson was also successful in the early days because he understood the power of intimidation. I don't know if any of you remember this, but sometimes Mike would give these pre-match interviews that were so intense. And in those interviews, Mike would talking about ripping the other guy's heart out, about being the most brutal and vicious and ruthless champion there's ever been. He would channel Sonny Liston and Jack Dempsey and say that there's never been anyone like him. And with his classic lisp, he would say things like, my style is so impetuous and my defense is so impregnable that I am ferocious. Mike would say, I want to steal his heart. I want to eat his children. Mike would relentlessly taunt his opponents while touting his own strength and his power. I remember one time he said, quote, y'all guys know what I do. I put people in body bags. I just have this thing inside of me that wants to eat and to conquer, and I want to conquer people and their souls. He said, my power is discombobulating and it is devastating, and I can feel his muscle tissues collapse under my force. He would say,